Last weekend, Galen University hosted the first annual Belize Wildlife Conservation Network Conference in Central Farm. Attendees included an impressive list of stakeholders in Belize's wildlife conservation community. The conference's main goal was to increase communication and collaboration between the Forest Department of Belize and the non-governmental wildlife conservation community.
I want to say thanks to the Forest Department since they brought it up today, and that was one of the things that they wanted to have addressed with us here, that they want to send us this draft and get our feedback. So that's a first step.
We have to go through several drafts before. We want to get the draft out to as many stakeholders as possible, and then we could decide exactly when we'll take it to the minister for it to be passed. But we wanted to include as much stakeholders as possible before we take it to that point.
Because I want to talk, I think a couple of people yesterday talked about education is the only way, and I disagree. I disagree because it's one of the key elements. It has to be education and people's pockets, because that's what allows them to live. So we can educate them up the wazoo and tell, don't hunt this time of year, do this.
Until you start.
Exactly. But now if you talk to their pockets, then we have a friend.
That's why I was looking forward to this conference actually, so that I could know exactly who we're working with and should be working with.
The conference launched the Belize Wildlife Conservation Network. BWCN comprises of governmental and non-governmental entities and individuals who work in wildlife conservation. The network supports the Forest Department by streamlining communication between conservation organizations and by sharing useful information and resources with forestry, and by improving the efficiency of conservation organizations in Belize. According to Rashida Sampson of the Forest Department, the network allows participants to work more closely with the Forest Department to increase their capacity to manage wildlife and protected areas. According to Marian Cayetano of Galen University, the benefits of membership are significant and there is no cost or risk in joining. Okay, so what did you enjoy most about the conference?
Everybody's saying networking, and I'll say the networking, that's what I came for, but it's opened up a lot of opportunities. It's definitely made me look at our program and how much we can do and how much more we can do, and also appreciate the fact that institutions like Galen and other institutions can use a program like ours for internships and for research.
I have learned an incredible amount from these people in just 2 days. Phenomenal.
So you fully support the network?
Oh, definitely. It's needed in the country. About time we put together something like this in Belize.
What would you like to tell the world?
I would like to tell the world to come to Belize and spend lots and lots of money, particularly in places where the money is going to be used towards conservation, so we can save this beautiful country. So when you come back to visit next time, it'll be even more beautiful than it is now.
Okay. And do you have any closing statements, comments, thoughts about the whole conference?
I think it was extremely inspiring and makes me feel much more supported and less alone in the work that I'm doing, and I think that's how a lot of other people here feel too.